Hey everyone, Toonblast here. I know it's been a while since my last video, but I figured now's a perfect time that I'm done with my projects to start doing YouTube videos again. So I'm trying to revamp the channel, and one of the first things is that I'm gonna start doing voiceover commentaries on all my new videos. Another thing you might have noticed is that I'm trying to boost the quality of each video by adding an intro along with uploading it in HD. Now onto the schedule. I'm going to start uploading videos again Sunday night into Monday morning, and they'll be based on topics that I either want to discuss or are very dear to my heart, like anime, movies, or video games, etc. And in November, I'll start up a second video every Friday where I'm drawing requests given by people who comment on my videos. If you stay till the end of the video, I'm going to go over the two children's books that I illustrated that will be out by the end of next month. Now on to the topic at hand, Dragon Ball and what it means to me. I got into Akira Toriyama's work back in 1997 when it used to show up on Channel 11, or as some of you might know, Kids WB. I know it's going to be an unpopular opinion, but I like the Ocean dub most of all. I know for most people, Goku to them is Sean Semo or the Zawa Sensei, but Ian James Corlett will always be my favorite Goku. I used to wake up around 6 o'clock in the morning and rush downstairs every single day just to catch the first 53 episodes as they would air. That's one sticking point to me, is that they would always rerun those same 53 episodes over and over. I'm glad in 1998 that Cartoon Network picked up the run and started airing new episodes with the Funimation cast, and also having Bruce Faulkner doing the music for the show. Some of my favorite tracks by him are the Ginyu Force theme and the Heroic Trunks theme, which were very ominous, and I used to listen to them all the time on the way to school. Oh, and here's a bit of trivia. Did you know that when Saban had the license for Dragon Ball Z, that they used to use the music they would use for their Power Rangers series within the TV show? Just go back and listen to the Fox recordings and you can hear some of those tracks. As time went on and my love for the show grew, I got into other aspects such as the toys, the video games, and getting VHS copies of the episodes. I can still remember it now, going into my local Blockbuster Video when they released 2 VHSs a month comprising of episodes. I used to watch those tapes over and over, almost to the point where the tape would break. Another fond memory for me with Dragon Ball is when I went to a friend's New Year's Eve party and they just happened to be showing the Garlic Jr. saga throughout the rest of the night. And I actually met a very close friend of mine, and we both watched the episodes together throughout the rest of the night. I think around the late 2000s is when I stopped watching Dragon Ball on a constant basis. I think it's mostly because there wasn't a lot of new content being produced that really caught my eye. But luckily in 2013, my love for the show was revitalized with the movie Battle of Gods. See, not too many people notice about me, but I also love to do cosplay from time to time. So when I went to see the new movie, I got dressed up as Goku, and so many people wanted to take pictures with me. I almost stayed an extra half hour just to take as many pictures as I could with everyone. That was definitely a fun time. Another great moment was when I got to meet Sean Schemmel at New York Comic Con. Not only did he autograph one of my action figures, but he also did the Kamehameha with me on video. I'll have to post that sometime on here when I find it again. I guess I should transition into a few of my favorite parts from the series. I guess if you had to ask me what my favorite character was, it would have to be Gohan. I guess I not only identify with him as a person that doesn't like to fight unless he's pushed into a corner, but I also like the way that his character transitions from his childhood to his adulthood. And I know that Akira Toriyama originally wanted Gohan to pick up the mantle from his father, but I can understand why he continued to focus on Goku as the main character in the series all the way through GT and now Dragon Ball Super. I guess if I had to pick a favorite saga, it would have to be the Cell Saga. Mostly, not only do I like alternate realities and time travel in my mediums, it's also where I see the most growth from Gohan. And besides his mystic form transformation back in the Buu Saga, when Goku was giving his farewell to his friends as he transported Cell, it was just so emotional for me that it made me even cry during that whole scene when Gohan lost him. And that just goes to show you that animation in general is more than just drawings on a paper. It's an art form that can bring up all kinds of emotions: sadness, joy, anger. And it's not just meant for children, it can be meant for adults as well, as long as you don't put that stigma on top of it. Oh man, I almost went on a little tangent right there. Anyway, back to Dragon Ball. I'm really enjoying what they're doing with Super and seeing how the characters are growing and transitioning through each saga is something I couldn't imagine almost 15 years ago. I'm really enjoying this future Trunks arc. It's something I always wanted them to tackle in the past, and the only thing that we got conclusion to, besides the ending of the Cell Saga, with Trunks leaving for the future and defeating the androids in Cell, was the Shin Budokai 2 game for the PSP. I never personally played it, even though I wanted to for the longest time, but I heard it wasn't really that good, and neither was the story behind it. Even though they tackled the whole Boo arc in the future Trunks storyline, at least in this new arc here, I'm glad that they're tackling things such as how Supreme Kai came to meet Trunks and where he got that sword from. I don't know how they're gonna wrap up the whole Dragon Ball Super series, but I know that by the end of it, I'll be satisfied as to where the series has come from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z to Dragon Ball GT. Yes, I'll get to Dragon Ball GT next time I do a video on Dragon Ball. But I'm glad that new things like Dragon Ball Super can entice new fans into the series that might have not seen it before. I guess that's most of my thoughts on the series, but let me know what you think in the comments about Dragon Ball Super. What's your favorite saga? And how do you see the series ending? Also, let me know what you think of the new format that I'm trying. Do you want me to talk more about my history with a subject? Or do you want me to give some tutorials? Or do you even want me to just go over the drawing as I'm drawing it? Just let me know also in the comments about that. And here's the final piece. I'll put a link to my Facebook page down below so you can look at it in higher detail. If you have any questions, just also let me know. Give it a like, share, subscribe, and thank you for watching, especially if you stuck all the way through. And now I'm going to transition into my 2 children's books that I helped illustrate. Now on to my next 2 big projects. I've been illustrating 2 different children's books over the span of the last couple of months, and they're finally ready to go to print. The first one is called Mrs. Smith's Topic Class Anti-Bullying. It's a coloring/children's book hybrid, and the first in a series of different books for children that will go over different topics such as bullying, lying, friendship, etc., that they might come across as they begin their school year. The next one is called Penny for a Boy. It's a story about a young boy that receives a penny from his grandfather, and that penny helps him go from a child to an adult as he takes on many adventures and challenges along the way. Both books will be out before the end of October, and I'll put updates as they come on this channel.